the word President Bush is now using to describe these suicide plane strikes on the World Trade Towers and the Pentagon, and the stakes could not be higher. A White House spokesman says intended targets included the White House and Air Force One. Read that, the President of the United States, since it is only Air Force One if he is aboard. The U.S. Justice Department says some of the skyjackers were trained as pilots in the United States. In an unprecedented move, NATO said terror attacks against the United States will be considered attacks against the entire alliance. And the stock market will be closed again tomorrow. It could be open Friday, they say Monday at the very latest. Here are some of today's other key developments. Rescue teams are working around the clock in the rubble of the World Trade Towers, risking their lives, trying to find victims of the disaster. President Bush said the attacks were not just acts of terror, they were acts of war, a war he vowed we will win. New polls indicate there is widespread American public support for retaliation. Congress reconvened today in a public show of unity to condemn the attack on the United States. Air travel was grounded for a second day as airlines prepared to resume some flying under strict new security. The U.S. financial markets were closed again, but the United States and our allies vowed that these acts of terror will not destabilize the world economy. Federal investigators are following hundreds of leads tonight to try to find out who was behind the attacks and bring them to justice.